Perrie Edwards has given us a truly candid look into her life, and it's safe to say that it's not as glamorous as it might appear on the surface. The former Little Mix singer is currently juggling more than most people could even imagine: motherhood, a solo career, constant travel, and a long-distance relationship with her partner, Oxlade-Chamberlain, who's playing football in Turkey. It's a lot for anyone to handle, but Perrie has been nothing but honest about the intense challenges she's facing. Sitting down for an interview with BBC hosts Sally Nugent and John Kay, Perrie showed up looking effortlessly stylish in an off-white knit top paired with a matching cargo skirt. But despite the fashionable appearance, what she had to say was anything but easy. She opened up about what she calls mum guilt, something she's been grappling with ever since welcoming her son, Axel, in 2021. Perrie didn't hold back in describing just how overwhelming life has become as she tries to balance all her responsibilities. She said she feels like she's in a circus, constantly juggling her career, her role as a mother, and her personal life. She's got her solo music career kicking off, which means doing promotions, traveling for interviews, and meeting fans, all while trying to be the best mom she can be for little Axel. And it's not just about the professional commitments. There's the added layer of maintaining her long-distance relationship with Alex, who's based in Turkey for his football career. Perrie's flying back and forth between countries, trying to make everything work, but as she admits, it's no small feat. Perrie laid it all out, saying, "It's a lot, and I can't even sugarcoat it. It is hard." There's no pretending here. She's not glossing over the reality of her situation. Being a working mom in the entertainment industry, especially while balancing so many elements, is exhausting. She talked about the internal conflict she's feeling, especially when it comes to being away from Axel. Up until this interview, Perrie had never left Axel behind. She's always taken him with her on her travels, saying that Axel actually loves being on the go. He enjoys traveling, and that's been a huge relief for Perrie as she navigates her hectic schedule. In fact, she even mentioned how Axel loves being involved in her life and work, which, let's be honest, isn't always the case with toddlers. But this interview marked the first time Perrie had to leave her son behind, and it hit her hard. She admitted, "I've never left Axel yet. Come somewhere and left him. This is the first time, and I was ill. But I'm pathetic, though." Perrie didn't shy away from expressing just how intense the emotions were for her, how torn she felt. She called it really intense, but acknowledged that after getting through it, everything turned out okay. She's okay, Axel's okay, and she seems to be figuring out how to navigate this new stage of her life. It's clear that Perrie is very hands-on when it comes to motherhood. She wants to be there for Axel as much as possible, and the idea of being apart from him is something that she's still coming to terms with. But at the same time, she's got this incredible career that's continuing to evolve, and she's determined to make both work. Speaking of her career, Perrie's solo venture has been in the works since Little Mix announced their hiatus in 2021, shortly after Axel was born. Fans have been eagerly waiting to hear more about what's next for Perrie musically. She's been keeping some details under wraps, but from what she's shared, it's clear she's putting a lot of energy into making sure her solo music resonates with her audience. The balancing act between motherhood and her career isn't easy, but Perrie's passion for both is obvious. Perrie's relationship with Alex is another crucial part of her life, and they've been going strong despite the distance between them. The two met on the exclusive celebrity dating app Raya back in 2014, and their relationship blossomed from there. 7 years later, in 2021, they welcomed their son Axel into the world. Alex, who's now playing football in Turkey, is a huge support for Perrie, but with him being based overseas, it's another challenge they're facing together. Perrie regularly visits him when she can. But of course, that means even more time away from home and juggling her schedule around both their careers. Perrie's honesty is a breath of fresh air in an industry that often pushes a have-it-all narrative without showing the struggles behind the scenes. For Perrie, it's not just about being a pop star. It's about being a mother, a partner, and an artist, all at the same time. She's not pretending to have it all figured out, and that kind of openness is something her fans truly appreciate. It's rare to hear someone in her position talk so openly about the difficulties of balancing motherhood with a high-profile career. Her candidness about mom guilt is something many parents, especially working moms, can relate to. It's that constant feeling of wanting to be there for your child every second, but also needing to carve out time for yourself, your work, and your other relationships. Perrie is navigating that space, and it's clear she's learning as she goes, just like so many other parents out there. As fans, we've seen Perrie grow up in the spotlight, from her early days in Little Mix to now stepping out on her own as a solo artist and a mom. She's always been someone who's worn her heart on her sleeve. And this latest chapter in her life is no different. She's taking on a lot, but she's handling it with grace, humor, and an authenticity that's hard to come by in the celebrity world. So, what's next for Perrie? While she didn't give away too many details about her upcoming projects, it's clear that she's got big plans. Whether it's new music, more solo performances, or perhaps even more candid interviews like this one, there's no doubt that Perrie's fans will be there to support her every step of the way. And as she continues to balance motherhood, her career, and her relationship, it's clear that Perrie is more than up for the challenge. What do you think about Perrie's honest admission about how hard it is to juggle it all? Do you relate to her struggles, or does her openness about motherhood and career give you a new perspective? Let us know what you think in the comments. And of course, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more updates on all your favorite stars.